There are 8 archetypes that I've kind of identified with money that people seem to fall into. I'm just going to start sort of saying some things about it so you guys can get a feel for what they are. And that sense of I don't want to spend anything and I can't go into debt for any reason is predominantly the saver. There's a paralysis. It's like the worry is not leading to action. The worry is not leading to seeking help and making change. The pleasure seeker on the pitfall side is hedonistic, in the moment. I want what I want. It's 4 years old. I mean, it's in one way it's more 4 years old than anything else because it just wants what it wants and it's going to enjoy it, you know, whatever the consequences. On the gift side of the pleasure seeker, it's what I said to you before, that these people can enjoy life, they can just milk it, they can, you know, they literally all 5 senses just do the best with money of any of us. I mean, they can actually take $100 or $1,000 and just make it sing. The idealist, the starving artist, activist, seeker. So this is classic 60s, you know, corporations are evil, money is evil. We wouldn't be in Iraq if it wasn't for money and oil. Get big business out of politics. You know, it's just, it's hardcore, aversive. Money does a hell of a lot more bad than good. The person who spends their money to be recognized, to attract attention, I call the celebrity. I enjoy the energy that comes to me when I use money in certain ways. The next one is the caretaker. The caretaker on the sort of shadowy side puts others' needs first. I mean, the beautiful side of it, as I said, is compassion and empathy and generosity. The 7th one is the innocent, which I've also called the pauper. This is not the aversive, like the idealist, not money sucks, money is bad, but just, I don't want to look at it, I don't really want to know. And often financially dependent, often living beyond their means. The healthiest innocents just don't have a desire really to put a lot of energy or time into money or don't have the skills to, but they just live below their means, whatever their means are. So the empire builder at the sort of, you know, darker extreme doesn't care about anybody or anything except building their legacy. It's big, it's grandiose, it's impactful, it's I will be worthwhile, I will have given my life meaning if, you know, and it's got that kind of gravitas to it. But there can be a lot of innovation and decisiveness on the positive side, on the gift side of things. They're only bad to the extent that you buy into the distorted thoughts so excessively that they deprive you of balance and of fulfillment in the other areas. Savers. How many savers? Okay, idealists. Must be into pagans. And celebrities. Oh, come on, admit it. And how many innocents in the row? Interesting.
Well, we don't want to raise our hands too high.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. There should be sort of an anonymous, put it in the box. What's holding you back? Like, why haven't you literally done whatever your wisdom says, whatever you just wrote down or thought about? Like, I should have this life. The only reason you don't have that life is your conditioning, is your core story. So what I'm saying is engage that. Find out what it is that's resisting. What is it afraid of? What is it resisting? But not in a punitive way. The way to think about it might be that your conditioned core story is 4 years old. Your innate financial wisdom is 80 years old. It has the benefit of decades of life experience, of seeing death, of seeing life, of seeing many different people acting out different ways with money. And it's very present and prescient and, you know, profound, really, and able to see kind of what the right path is for this soul's life if it were unburdened by any kind of psychological conditioning. It's a felt sense of the next most obvious step for me is this, and you take that step. And often then the 4-year-old will come up and resist it, and you hear him out or her out, and then the next most obvious step. And it's progressive. It's like yoga. It's like building wealth. It's like anything. It's not revolutionary. The whole self-help financial industry believes if you do this for 21 days, then your whole financial life is different. And I've not seen it work. After studying hundreds of lives financially, it just doesn't, habits don't get broken like that with money because it is survival. We relate it to survival. So what I'm inviting you to is an actual spiritual practice with money that involves this middle way, involves holding both these perspectives.